Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 2, titled The Devil's Chord. The Doctor and Ruby meet the Beatles, but end up battling an all-powerful maestro. So, this is going to be a more historical episode than the last one is, which really does seem like they're doing a more return to classic. Because with the classic one, as opposed to the revival, it was a either in the future, which was a more sciencey, science fictiony kind of thing, which we had in the last one, where they had the whole um baby making machine and all that with the infrasound and all that sciencey stuff. Or it would have episodes set in the past, which were a historical thing, and there would also be some form of trouble back then to sort of make it so it just wasn't a straight history lesson. And in the first two episodes of this season, we've got in the future with a more sciencey thing, and a past history thing with something to make it so it's not just straight history. But yeah, so obviously this is going to be the musical episode that we saw in the trailers. And yeah. Also, something that was pointed out to me in the last episode is that the officer on the ship, on the baby farm, whatever it was, the last one in the blue, that actress has been in the last 4 episodes. Well, yeah, because, no, not quite. It was, she's in this episode, she's in the last episode, she's in the Church on Ruby Road, and she's in the Wild Blue Yonder. And apparently, she's also in the next episode. So, they've got this one actress returning for multiple different roles, which is very interesting. And I would not have picked that up if I didn't have it pointed out. But yeah, so I wonder what that could mean. And maybe we'll find out in this episode or... Yeah, so let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Because it would just need the doctor to notice that he's seeing the same face. Also, I missed out on the fact that they still had Mavity in the last episode. And that Ruby's bioscan came up pretty normal at the end there, so I had actually heard the Devil's Chord before. Well, tritone, but musician. Close. If the tritone is known as the devil's chord, and they came out when he played the devil's chord with a child called Harbinger. Well, that's definitely a interesting way to start the opening. Again, that's another fourth wall break since invoking at the edge of the universe. But their nails aren't red, so I don't think they picked up the Master's tooth. Well, they do rock those outfits. Psychic paper. Rightio then. What's going on? I mean, that's about as well as I can play that on everything but guitar. Is that all you want? Oh, we're actually getting information about the doctor's granddaughter. We left her on Earth and didn't see her again. I was half expecting her to be despondent with music as well, with what for, but ah, yeah, that's not something the doctor wants to hear. Are they actually related to the Toyman, or did they just know what would get on the doctor's nerves? That is unsettling. Ah, sudden silences, like true silence. That is always unsettling to hear. Hmm. This probably isn't going to end well for Leo. Plus, you knew what the toy maker's rules were. You know nothing about the maestro. Problem with that is time is fluid. But I also told you none of this has happened before. Mm. Go, go check the music. Even if you weren't dealing with gods, this could always happen. More than likely dead. because of the time vortex. That's always protected the companions. Yeah. Music is here. So this is how that the new TARDIS gets damaged, and that means from now on we may not be guaranteed to go where we want to. GEGGC. He gave you the answer. We still need to know who the Meep's boss was. Could that be the same? Oh, we're really getting a fiddle. Yeah, no, that is violin. Okay. But really, they brought out this instrument that is a fiddle for a character that's summoned from the devil's chord. And the devil is known to be a fiddle player. I guess that means you win. G C. I don't have perfect pitch, so I can't tell. Yeah, I really thought it was going to be the one that they said earlier. That wasn't a trumpet. That was a bugle. Who was that at the piano with her? So she got sucked into a chart, into a. Was that a cello or a bass? What's the dance macabre? Did they just hit all the notes at the same time? That was the one who the toy maker said he wouldn't challenge. What the hell? This is not what I was expecting. It was a Harbinger back. That's not a good sign. I say that's not what I was expecting, but also I thought this whole episode was going to be a musical, so. Right. Well, that had a very weird ending. I was wrong about this being a more historical one, but so we now know that the toy maker and the maestro come from a pantheon of godlike beings who, well, we knew the toy maker existed outside of this universe. Like, it was a universe below, I'm pretty sure. And, well, there's the oldest one, who is apparently something to do with Ruby's. Sorry, something to do with Ruby's uniqueness, which again does bring into the whole, these only have access to our world because of what happened at the end of time, well, the end of the universe. Because if it wasn't for that, then the toy maker wouldn't have been able to come in. And if the toy maker couldn't come in, then his child wouldn't have been able to come in. And yeah, so also again, she was able to make it snow when thinking back on that night, which obviously we're going to get answers, but I can't think of what she is, because her scan at the end of the last episode, I'll just try and bring it up. It says species, Homo sapien, age 19 years 3 hours. Like, there's nothing that shows anything different about her on the scan in the TARDIS. So what is Ruby? How is she connected to this pantheon of basically concepts, which I guess most pantheon gods are just a fundamental aspect of the universe when you think about it. Like, the most commonly known one in Western is the Greco-Roman, where you've got war, love, intelligence, family. I am more nebulously defining most of these, because now that I think about it, only a couple of them are really like specific things. Like, sure, the sky, the underworld, and the oceans, love, war, the hunt, or the moon, the sun. All of these are just fundamental aspects of the universe attributed to a deity, and now we're getting these reality manipulating beings who are being given fundamental aspects of the universe. The concept of music, the rules of games. Like, what else is there? Because these aren't the usual things. Like, these aren't the usual, like, stuck in the same guidelines as everyone else, because they can manipulate everything to fit into their rules. So what other concepts could be brought out by this pantheon? I just gotta wonder. Let's see. Right. Because I completely forgot that. I just brought up the toy maker's wiki page. I completely forgot that the toy maker had a sister, also known as the Queen of Time. And didn't the what did the Maestro call the Doctor? It wasn't the Time Lord, but it was something similar. The Lord Temporal, which was basically the Time Lord Victorious, all of that. Affiliated with the Gods of Chaos. Like, each of them have a different affiliation. Like, The toy maker is affiliated with the Toy Makers Legion. The Maestro is affiliated with the Gods of Chaos, which doesn't seem to have a link. Hecuba is only really related to the family or brother, because Maestro is not listed. Don't even know what Henry Arbinger is, because that's not listed as anything. Let's see, are there any other... Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but you know how in the last episode I said that I'd seen a image of the Doctor with the face of that being from the Sarah Jane Adventures? Yeah, that was actually on YouTube from Who Culture, their thumbnail for the Easter egg thing for this episode. That creature is called the Trickster, who is part of the pantheon of Discord, also known as the Gods of Chaos, which is what the Toy Master and the Maestro are, and apparently Krampus. So, yeah, I can now see why that was brought up in relation to this. But, yeah, I just needed to get that out there, so back to my closing of the episode. I'm going to have to look into all of this to just get a better grasp of this before I do my next recording, so, because I can already see this leading down a rabbit hole to get more expanded media stuff, so I'm going to end this one here, and I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with this story. Alright, with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.